I'm quite an honest person. I'm an open person. I'm a very direct person. And I think when it comes to making these videos, it's important for me to do what I need to do to get the message across. And I guess for this one, it's going to be a bit different. If you want to your life up, you'll do the following. You'll procrastinate. You'll procrastinate all day long, every single day. You'll procrastinate sometimes. You'll procrastinate just enough to never reach your goals. You might have a job that you don't hate, but you don't like, and you work that job 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and all in your spare time, you don't procrastinate all the time, but for the most part, that spare time that you get to work towards the other goals you have in life, you're procrastinating. Number 2 is you're spending a lot of time on people that you don't need to be spending time on. Okay, you can definitely make time for the people that you love in your life. Definitely do that, 100%. Any day of the week, go see that person that you need to see. But when it comes to working on your goals, the worst thing you can do is give people your time when they don't need it, they don't care about it, and you don't need to be doing that. Okay? For example, you can have a bunch of friends and their one culture thing to do every single week on a Saturday is, I don't know, watch a football game or something. All right, you can be doing that every single time that they're on, you're doing that with them. It could be gaming. It's like once a week we all get on and game for like 3 or 4 hours. But if it's stopping you from getting from A to B, getting from where you are now to where you want to be, then maybe it's not the best option to do that. As I said, this video is about how to everything, and you might realize some of these things that, holy crap, I'm actually doing one of those. The next thing is to worry too much about the future. This is something I've been doing, and it's something that I was very conscious of, always have been, but it's only in the last few days I've realized I'm worrying far too much about the future, and I'm just not getting the job done. I'm just not getting in and getting it done. I'm disciplined in the sense that I have a routine and I make sure everything gets done in my day that I need to get done, but I still worry about the future. Don't worry about the future, man. And don't think about the past either. Just keep going forward. Yes, think forward, but don't worry. Like, don't waste your time worrying when you can be doing something else. The next thing is you'll spend all your time on your phone. Like, all your time. Just on your phone. Just TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Reels. Like, hours and hours every single day. You could even be looking at your phone for, like, let's just say it's only 2 hours a day. And that's 7 days a week. 14 hours a week. Do you know what you can do in 14 hours? Like, basically start a business. 14 hours, that's a lot of time. So if you think about your weekend and you think about your time off that you spend like on your phone, you'll start realizing that, oh shit, maybe I do that a bit too much. Maybe I spend a little bit too much time on my screen. But if you really, really, really want to fuck up your life, if you really just want to end everything, get everything to a halt, stop everything at once, you'll stop trying. You'll stop caring. You'll stop trying. You'll stop showing up at work. And this will lead you down a path that you don't want to go down. It'll lead you down a path that will suck so bad to get out of. Like, it'll put you in the position where slowly but surely you lose everything. So first you lose your job, or you lose a few shifts, and then you lose your job, and then you lose your house or your car, and then before you know it, you've got no food, no job, and you don't own anything. Now, I don't know if there's anyone out there actually watching this video who has been through that or understands what that's like. But if you put yourself in that position, it's going to be really hard for you to get out. I call it the spiral. If you put yourself in that spiral where you just keep going, you spiral all the way down and you just hit rock bottom, it's the worst thing you can do. It's give up. It's just give up on... It's like, stop caring about your goals and your dreams. Stop giving a shit about your aspirations. That's the worst thing you can do, man. Because then you get all the other things I was talking about as well on top of that. Because once you stop caring and once you stop giving a shit, then all those other things that I talk about, they come into play, and they all, like, it's like dominoes, right? It's like dominoes with life. Who wants that? No one wants that. Yeah, so you'll do that. If you want to fuck up your life, you'll do that. And I guess the last thing is you'll stop talking to people. You'll stop talking to people. You'll stop caring. You'll stop going to work. You'll stop going out. You'll stop going outside and seeing nature. You'll stop treating yourself well. You'll stop eating. And this is a point where you'll fall into like a really deep depression or anxiety, and you'll lose it all. You'll absolutely lose it all. You'll start listening to sad music. You'll start watching sad TikToks. You'll stay in your room all day. You'll get to the point where you lose your house, and then you don't have anywhere to go, and you'll just go to some spot and then just rot, I guess. Like, you don't want that. That would suck. I would hate that. That would be so bad. But the only reason I'm talking about this is because I've sort of been in that position. I talked about it in one of my older videos. The video where I talked about how I said I'm 21 and I was nearly homeless. It's true. Because I spiraled. I didn't think it would be that bad. It's like, oh yeah, well, I don't care, I'm just not going to do this, but it'll be fine. No. You're going to go down and you're not going to come back up for a long time, at least. And if you do come back up, it's going to be a very hard journey. So that's what you want to do if you want to fuck up your life. You shouldn't want to do any of that stuff at all. Maybe some of it you do a bit too much. Maybe you haven't been working hard enough towards your goals. Maybe you haven't been saying you'd be running every day like you said you would. Maybe you haven't been getting up at the same time every day like you said you would. But if it means getting back into that position where you're working towards your goals and you're doing everything you need to do, then I guarantee that you'll smash it out of the park if you read Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's probably one of the best books I ever read. Had a mentor tell me to read it, and he was so right. It's an incredible book. Watch that, read that, listen to it on Audible, whatever. I'm not promoting it, but I am, because you should read it, and it's a matter of changing a whole mindset about life. All right, I felt like I was so confident for that one. I was like, yeah, I was so hyped up. Have a good one.